Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back up here. Another day of Astro Gravitational Report for you and wisdom for it. Probably see the title in there, and I want to give you kind of like a wisdom in the first few minutes of the video. And there, need to understand the purpose of the shadow work for it, and the purpose of the shadow work, and how all this is coming together. The moon is going to be at Scorpio, waking and going on in there, shining the light within the underworld. For, but there will be no shadow if there is no light to find an object where the light is pointing in and the shadow that falls behind. And there is going to be this reflection of the object that the light is going to be pointing into the darkness, that the shadow is going to be basically a mirroring everything. So if you look at it inside of yourself, with all this, it's about how you look at it and what is the self-reflection inside of your own self about this, because all those energy of reflecting from within you, they are about your own self. I talked about yesterday's the report that the moon is going to go to Scorpio, and this is going to be that evaluations time, which is going to be supporting Mercury retrograde and the moon, as you see it in your chart there. But that is all about how you get into the place that you need to get in there in life, which is that is the point of the North Node, which is at the 9 degrees of Aries. These divine energies, they are coming from Pluto right now, and Neptune towards Mercury and Venus particularly. Venus is the one that right now is moving forward to Virgo. It is about that energies to put the love into the shadow, to shine the love that it wasn't exist into the darkness, to love the spots that you haven't loved before. But at the same time, you will find out that those places in the shadow, inside of yourself, that you shine the light on it in there, they are the one that actually prevent you to transition, you to perform, you to get in there. Some of you maybe find out that you are in this emotional jail, internal from within. Some of you may be going to find limitations. Some of you may be going to discover part of the intuition within the darkness for it, because you didn't have a chance to learn things. Intuition is working based of information. So with that being said, early in the morning at 7 o'clock, that energy is going to point out these divine energies towards you. This communications is going to come in towards your intuition. You to do that work, but understanding the shadow, that light in there, and the reflection, how it's going to be reflecting on your own self. This is why the self-reflections is when you evaluate yourself, you see yourself where? On the light in the mirror. So the light points out towards your face, but you see what? You see the shadow behind you, but you see also the reflections in the mirror. So whatever you're going to be seeing, it's the same thing within life. Okay? So with that being said, in the next hour for it, the moon, it's going to be having these divine energies with the midheaven. Is going to tell you it's divine work. Pay attention to this divine work. It's good, it's great. Of course, Saturn is involved, a lot of wisdom with that when it comes in. Yeah, you might feel restricted, stopped, and so on. But that is it for a reason. You just stop for a second and realizing what do you need to do. Take a look at the life of the point of this wisdom that is going to be coming in towards you. Okay, because today you're going to have a lot of interference. You're going to have interference from lower energies. You're going to have interference from divine energies. You're going to have interference and engagement with the synchronizations energies. You're going to see it. It's going to be a really kind of like a. I was wondering if we should have put the roller coaster today, but actually the energy was going to understanding the properly done it, the shadow work that you need to do from within. Probably that wisdom is much better. And talking about this wisdom at 9 o'clock energies, the ascendant is going to point out this divine energy towards Chiron, the midheaven. It's going to be passing through Mars and Jupiter. Hopefully, you're not doing anything crazy for it, and you kind of like holding yourself in the positions with that, because the authority right now it's learning. It is divine restrictions. It's like, wait a minute, before you act, think. Before you think, learn. Before you learn, understand. Isn't that magic in there with this? So with that kind of like an energies of the days for it, pretty good time for self-reflection as the moon going through this Scorpio positions, as also she's gonna be at Scorpio tomorrow. To but in the next hour, midheaven is going to Cancer, and that is going to be the ascendant is going to be a Lilith. Intense energies, maybe something from the past is going to comes in, drags you out, because both Liliths are tied up into the south node opposing the north. Something that you feel like you haven't accomplished, something that it's you have not properly done, you're not properly trained. But if you are properly transformed yourself, you transforming that shadow in there. Look at it. Lilith is in trine with Pluto, and Pluto it is sextile in Neptune. This energy has been working over and over and over again, and it's gonna be go and continue working in the next year. Okay, so these divine energies of Mercury retrograde, that it's gonna be coming, it's gonna come into a guidelines to you as long as you listen to it. But don't forget about it that right now Mercury go from Z to A. He sends you back. Go back in there. You're probably missing letters. You missed something. You missed something to see within the shadow. For a second, you light up an object and you say, no, that's not it. Then you went out in there, oh no, that's not it. Be wise. Point the light to something within yourself in there that you're going to be finding. Because right now the moon and Venus, they are in yacht with the north node. This is the feminine side. Let the intuition stop for a second. Let's get these informations. Let's get these things going, because this is the problem there. To find the solutions for it, but the solution is coming from what? Pointing out to the light, to the object, pointing out the problem, bringing out the problem into the surface, seeking it, investigate it. Okay, most of the people who have a Scorpio 10th house, they are usually people who choose a profession of being in a police force, or working at the policemen's and so on, or being a secret agents and so on, because they love to go investigating this stuff isn't there. And this is how you're going to be looking at these investigations from within yourself. Okay, so this is energy is going to continue through the day, as I said, even in the next hour when the midheaven is going to be continue going to Cancer. Some of the family stuff, it's going to be on the way from where you're going. You need to learn your family stuff past, let it go. You building the new thing, you building the new energy. So that's going to come from the wisdom that comes with Saturn. You're looking at of this proper positions for it. To of course Mars and Jupiter, they're seeking the balance within the relationships. Something was broken, something was now right, something was incorrect in there. And if something was incorrect in there, something has to be balanced. Because guess what? The third law of Newton is applied even to us. On every force, there is an opposite force has the same amount. Okay. So there is someone who creates this balance, there is going to be someone who makes the balance. And if this balance is continued, then there's going to be some more consequences. But with this kind of like a shadow work right now, it is about the intuitions and the love to come together. This is the mother and the daughter coming together and going it towards the journey that they have to come and accomplish it of the new self in there. Your intuitions, love, and money that it's coming together. Okay. All right, so as we continue this in the next hour, the ascendant it's still going to be at Libra, that it's going to be opposing Chiron. Currently, the moon also is going to be squaring midheaven at Leo. That's going to be kind of like a comments and give you this warnings inside of it. Too much ego, too much situations, too much stuff for it. Together with this Scorpio energies in there, it is about these admirations, but at the same time, this midheaven it's opposing Pluto. Some of the old things has not been changed when they were supposed to grow and evolve and move into it. People who like to stay in power, on this power force in there, trying to hold on through secretivity and so on. And here it's the moon pointing out the situation. It's like, hey, don't be blind. It is this. Don't be, look, when you see it within yourself, don't be, if there is it's kind of like you going out to your this police officer, you put the evidence out, you show up pictures and so on, and at the end, somebody who has this twisted power says like, no, that's not it. Go start seeking something else, and you know deeply inside of you the truth. Take a look at it in yourself. You are the both individuals, and what kind of side that you're going to be taking there, because the one leads to the proper way, the other one is just the same old crap. So a lot of this, it's not going to be beautiful and pleasurable, but it's going to be a learning process. It's the same thing of the authority of what you're going to do. There is always a bigger fish, right? And talking about with this is the wisdom that is going to come in. It's kind of like a hold that negativity that it's coming from Mars and Jupiter. Currently, the Saturn says to Mars, hold your horses. Don't worry about it. Your time will come. We'll see if you have this impatience, if you haven't learned your patience from within you, whatever you're trying to achieve currently right now in there, especially that Venus is squaring Mars and that it's squaring Saturn. It's about the relationship. Something has to be there in a proper way. And now the intuition and the love, it's together going on towards the North Node for it. You're understanding that your intuition and love has to come together, but it has to be done the shadow work within. So talking about that positions is in there, you're gonna get preview later on as the moon is gonna be given this masculine divine energies towards Mars. It's about like, hey, look at your actions. Do you think your actions are good? Do you think why you see, the facts and everything and so on? It's the same thing as you are pointing that light to that option. He's like, no, that's not it. It's something else. No, that's not it. It's something else. Can't escape it. It is the truth. The only thing it is where is your light is shining? What is the reflection? Why are you afraid of the reflection? What are you going to see there? So with this period, kind of like a time, especially we're talking about tomorrow, those energies going to be kind of like intense as well. That is going to be when the moon is going to be squaring the sun and opposing Uranus. This energy is not going to be kind of like very pleasant because you're going to go towards against the universe. Midheaven at Virgo in there, that stubbornness that no, 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 it's not this wisdom. No, 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 it's not these situations. Going against this masculine energy. Put your foot in the situations. Come on. We are talking about that. Try to change the mind of Pisces, Gemini, and a Virgo when they already make up their mind. You gotta be having a very good objectives in there, and so on and so on and so on. Especially that when the moon is already know within the secrets, intuition, within underneath energies, what is going on, for it to see this, to it. He cannot change somebody's mind if he is not willing to do so in their own natural way. And this is why the moon coming in towards Venus, towards love, is like, hey, put that love, because that love in there is going to lead you. Do the things with love. Do that power in there. And this energy is going to be a very well developing, because even towards the pressures in there, that power of Venus, there is the Virgo, that is the Virgin Mother, okay, talking about Mother Mary energies, that even she knew that she carrying something special in there, right? She knows what's going on. It's the same way with you. You know your journey. Your journey is to go to the place where you belong to, okay? Your own self. Powerful. That is very powerful. All right, talking about 5 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Sag. There's going to be training and the sun in there. Very beautiful intuitions. You're going to be having a very good time. The divine energies are coming to a place. But Mars and Saturn doesn't see it. It's like, no, you're blocking at this. No, you're stopping at this. No, you're doing at that, and so on and so on and so on. There is no balance. Something has to be healed in there, because unhealed patterns from within leads to imbalance in the present. Because in the past, there is some portion in there, something wasn't healed. And you have to learn how to purge, how to let it go. Yeah, you cannot do nothing about the past. The past is only as a reference in there. But can you make the peace from within you, within your past? And that is going to be coming as the ascendant. It's a trining Chiron. Chiron is a trine with the sun, and the sun and about the ascendant, the sextile in this mid-heaven. Basically, you're going to be getting at this energies of healing by finding the peace from past. Your past did not determine who you are right now, not either your future. So you need to look at it, how you developing yourself today and going into the future. But as I said, you need to go find the light to see the object, to see the problem, to see the issues, to see the situations, to see the reflection. Because the reflections can tell you exactly what is this all about. So talking about the next hour, the ascendant is going to be going into Capricorn. That can create these issues with Lilith in there, cardinal changes. This have to be the true Lilith is with the South Node. This past relationships affects where you are going. And probably one of the things you're going to be really looking at, because the moon and Venus are connecting with that energy for it, it's about the relationships there. Okay? Because between them, it is Libra. Between Virgo and Scorpio, it's Libra. It's the balance. It's the relationships for essence. The ascendant said, like, hey, here is that problem. You need to look at it. At the same time, the ascendant tells you, hey, to like require to review your communications, to review that energies of intuitions, which is the mid-heaven is right now. And this is going to be the time of the hour when you actually going to be pointing out towards that object. And you have to have the balls, the guts, to go. Point the light in there. It's like, wait a minute, I'm all the time skipping this. I'm seeking all over the place and I don't find what I'm looking for, but I'm skipping this. Let me point the light there. Let me shine that light. Let me see it. And then you're going to be able to find that missing piece of information within your intuitions. It's going to come in and says like, I got it. Okay. And from there, you're going to be reflecting on yourself. As you see it, as I said that earlier, this is going to be the energies that are going to come in and start right now. Everything goes on. There is the divine energies all over the place. Divine work that it needs to be done. There is a yacht going all over the place, basically. The divine is going to be stepping in. And they're going to say, living everything within us. Listen to this. We're giving you this guidance. We're giving you this. Just learn it. Right now, you're in a process of learning. Imagine someone comes in and tells you all this bad stuff and so on and so on, and you start bolting out and start doing some actions and so on. No. You wait and learn the proper way because you haven't learned everything yet. You're going from Z to A. Wait until the A. Okay? Wait for it. And Saturn is very wise to suppressing right now Mars from actions. But if you have to act on a certain things, act on the base of the divine. So the next hour, as you see it, ascendant goes into Aquarius there, divine energies with Venus all over the place. Everything comes in with the transformations, age of Aquarius. Come on, guys. And here we are going into that North Node. That's it. That's what the positive energies is going to. Divine knows the road. You listen to divine. Is your soul listening to divine in there? Is the soul listening to it? Hey, point out to that object. Whatever that the subject of things that you need to shine within this underworld. Okay. So there's gonna be some a lot of inner work that properly needs to be done. Of course, every time you're dealing with a lot of work, there's gonna be some emotions, there's gonna be some expressions, there's gonna be some situations, and so on and so on. This duality with Pisces ascendant that it's opposing Venus there is gonna be, you have to go to the intuition. And the intuition now, it's the moon, even though it's Scorpio, has no negative aspects. She knows, she learned, because hours ago, you learn about the subject. Now you put the dots together. You put the things that it's going on. And you're like, here, Venus, this is how you're gonna get there. This is how you're gonna get there. Because the intuition tells you, I need to learn about this. I need to learn about that. I need to get in there. I need to seek. I need to find. I need to research. And once the research is done, all that research is going to the authority. And here is the research. And the authority has the right to accept or deny. But the truth cannot be denied in there. So with all this, the love it has to be for it. Do the right things from within yourself, and the right reflections is going to be coming to you. And it's going to be a beautiful time if you self-reflecting. Okay, that is the beauty. You to self-reflect by you seeing your darkness, but you're also reflecting on yourself. Because when you change the internal image from within yourself, so is the shadow is going to change. So is the reflection is going to change. So is the light. Okay? Yeah, of course, the ascendant goes at 10 o'clock pretty much together with the North Node. You're going to be feeling it that, yeah, I'm seeking the road. I want to have this road. I want to be there. I want to do the right thing. Mid-heaven, it's at Capricorn. Powerful energies towards Venus and Mercury. The divine is all over the place again. too much divine energies, guys. Listen to it. I'm suggesting you to really listen to it. Okay, stop escaping this. This is not it. Stop for a second. Before you determine that something is not it, really look into it, because even the smallest thing in there, or it can be that key element in there, that little key that opens a door to something that is greater for you within yourself. And talking about that, 11 o'clock, midheaven is in divine energies together with Saturn towards the authority. Here is like if the authority doesn't do anything properly, and so on and so on, there's going to be consequences. Usually that leads to rebellion. We are talking about Uranus is in Taurus. Don't shake the bull and expecting to be peaceful. Don't pull the tail of the tiger in there, and especially when it sleeps. And don't poke the bear, right? All kind of like those energies that is gonna be for it. And it's your authority when you see the truth that's gonna be delivered from the moon in there. What are you going to do in yourself? As the moon has been going on more within the Scorpio, she's going to deliver divine energies into the warrior. But that energy is going to be reflecting about what? To give the guidance to Mars, how to get into the North Node together with Venus. You see, the intuitions in the shadow, in that underneath energy, is going to put Mars and Venus together. And this is the masculine and feminine energies. They're going to come together for it. Like, this reminds me about the movie Constantine. She was a cop and he was the exorcist. And they had to come up together. But they had to be putting under the what? Under the guidance, the divine guidance that it comes in together within what he knows and what she knew, right? And they work together to figure out what has to be happening to get to that note. Okay, guys. So that's all I have for you. Thank you guys for watching. And hopefully you're doing your shadow work. And don't be afraid. Take your time to look in there. Don't be afraid from the darkness. But when you point the light, you're going to be able to see the object, the reflection, and what needs to be changed in the image. Okay, guys? It's very beautiful to put a smile in the front of the mirror. Okay? But that smile, it doesn't go into the shadow. But within the shadow, you can see something from within you. Alright, guys? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good luck, guys, and good luck.